Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be how I transform a 4x4 lace closure wig into a frontal wig. Basically how I make it look like a frontal wig. Now without wasting any time, let's just dive right into the video. Unboxing the hair. This hair was provided to me by Ishowhair. They provided to me their 24-inch 4x4 loose deep wave wig, and I have it in the cap size medium. I just showed you guys, what's inside the bag, the care instruction as per usual, wig cap, and just, how the hair looks initially. Bouncy, luscious, shiny. I actually do love ISHOW wigs. Like, they have one of the best quality hair in the market. Now moving into the bleaching of the knot. You want to treat a lace closure like a frontal. Whatever you do to a frontal, you have to do to a closure. That's just point blank, period. I'm going to use 40 volume developer, the blue bleach, powdered bleach, and also got to be with a mixing bowl. First thing I do is to spray the lace with the got to be, let it dry. Then I move on to mixing the bleach with the developer. I don't have a measurement or consistency for this. Just make sure that it is not too runny and not too thick. Okay, just right in the middle. Mix. Then I proceed to applying this to the lace. Now the way I apply this to the lace is I start from the back first, because typically that would bleach faster. I don't want the lace at the front to bleach faster than the back, basically. So I start from the back, apply it from the back, and then move on to the front and just, pat. I have to be really careful with this because it is bleach and you don't want it to peek through. And also the reason why we sprayed it earlier is because we also want that to create a barrier between the bleach and the lace. I wrap this up with foil, leave it on for about 30 to 35 minutes. I take it out. I wash it with purple shampoo. This is for, canceling out the brassiness from the wig. After that, I regularly condition it and then air dry it, but I don't dry it completely because I like to work on the hair when it's a little bit wet in terms of plucking the lace rather. So moving on to plucking the lace, I start by spritzing some water on the lace just to take all the hair back so I'm able to see what I'm working with. And then I cut out the front, so basically the edge of the lace. I don't know how to explain, but I'm sure you guys can see what I'm doing. I just separate the front and then I start to pluck from the back. Like I start to pluck from behind the edges. I don't know how to explain this. I just hope I'm explaining it right. I've done this process a million times on my channel, so if you watch my hair videos, you're very familiar with how I like to pluck my wigs. This is not any different. Even if it's a closure wig, it's still going to be the same method. That way it mimics a frontal wig. The technique just kind of works if you think about it. Now, for this one, I am going to take back the hair that I separated just to see what the hairline looks like. And obviously it looks too boxy. So I'm just going to, thin that out, like, make it jagged a little bit so that it kind of mimics a natural hairline. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I try to pluck like as gentle as possible. It doesn't look like I'm being gentle right now because obviously it's camera and it just doesn't show the natural, process, I would say. But yeah, that's just what I'm doing. Just plucking, going back to look at it, to eyeball it and see how I want it to be. And then when I'm satisfied, I just go ahead to, style the wig. I was just combing out the excess hair that was in the hair, and then I'm also going to use a serum. This is the only product that I use for this wig, for this video. Even up until now, that's the only product that I have used. And obviously you have to go in with a hot comb. Hot combs are very essential for your wigs. You need one to properly get that slay and lay on your wigs. You need a hot comb. Now, the only thing I didn't show was how I pat the hair, but it's just a regular middle pat. And then I went ahead with the same hot comb and like flattening it out a bit. I didn't use products or anything and it just stayed. Now, this part is very important because this is the first step to making your wig look as natural as possible, your closure wig. The tabs at the end where the lace stops, the thick ones, you need to cut that off. You cut that off, your wig or your lace would actually lay flat. That is number one secret to actually laying and melting properly a lace closure wig. Now after this, I'm moving on to styling the wig, and basically I just threw in some curls, some medium size wand curls. That's all I did, and then we're going to move into the installation of this wig, because this is basically all I did for the wig. Now right into the installation. Okay, so I'm going to take my face powder and I'm going to put this inside the lace, because I realized that when I bleached the knots of this lace, like, it did bleach, it did, but not completely. I realized that when I was plucking the hair. This video is sponsored by Ishowhair. They provided to me this lovely loose deep wave hair, but honestly I wanted to crimp this hair, but I realized that, I like the way crimped coils look, but then I'm not really feeling them right now. They're not really my style right now, so that's the reason why I just went with some loose wand coils. This is their 4x4 lace closure wig. I have it in the length 24 and also a cap size medium. Yup. I love the curls on this hair because it's like so bouncy. I didn't bring a mirror. I don't know what the frick is wrong with me. Maybe I should just work with... Do y'all see how this lace looks? I feel like the light is washing it out, but it looks so good already. I think the first mistake that people make with closures is they treat it like a closure. They don't treat it like a frontal. Now I'm here to tell you today that you should always treat a closure like a frontal. I know, like, obviously they're different in size, but when it comes to laying the wig or laying the lace, treat it like a frontal. I'm going to raise this up because you'll see why I have to put this up in a bit. But yeah, this has to go up. Then I'm going to lay this down with good old Got2b spray. I'm not a fan of hair glue, so I'm going to use Got2b spray for this. I hope the part is in the middle because I don't be seeing whenever I'm recording. You'll see how this looks. You'll see how this looks. Looks really good. But I'm not done. Actually, I'm not even halfway done. But what I did that I didn't show you guys is I basically brought out like the little baby hair that I'm going to, work with, because it's easier to do it while you're like laying the lace down to your forehead. Listen, you guys, I don't know how to talk while I do stuff. I just wish you guys would see what I'm doing and understand, because explaining it while I'm doing it is very confusing. So basically I just brought out the baby hair that I'm going to work with. Then I proceeded to completely laying it on my head. But that's not all. I'm going to tie this down. I'm going to tie this down for a good, let's say, 5 to 8 minutes, because I just need it to melt like further. If it was a lace that I had already worked on before, I wouldn't need to do all of this. But the reason why I do all of this to a new wig is because it's simply a new wig. So I have to lay it down, and I like to use an elastic band rather than a scarf. I'll definitely recommend that if you want to melt your lace, use an elastic band, like the one that is usually inside a wig. Use it to cut it a little bit thin so that it just sits only on the lace and not on the actual hair. Okay, thank me later. Oh my god, this is so melted. I'm so proud of myself. I'm gonna take this and just I'm going to soften the baby hair a bit. I know I mentioned this in the beginning of the video when I was plucking the lace and everything. I told you that you should always, the thick parts of your closures. You don't have that in frontals because, I mean, they're frontals, but you have those in closures, right? So you always have to cut them off. If you don't cut them off, your closure will be looking crazy, okay? It'll be looking like bulky, and every time like the wind blows, because this closure is obviously not a frontal, so it wouldn't, like when the breeze blows, like obviously this part of your hair will show and all of that. And I find that when you don't cut that piece off, I mean, I learned this not that long ago, but I'm just telling you, like previously when the breeze would blow and then this side would show, it would be that thick part that would just show, like the thick. And even when you bleach that part of the lace, sis, it does not bleach. For my baby hairs, yeah, I think this is actually still too long, so I might have to like snip a bit more. Okay, so I went ahead and put like some layers in front of this wig. So what I'm going to do is, I didn't put like crazy layers, I just put like, I don't know if you guys can see, like just some little layers, just a little, to like frame my face a little bit, because I hate that. I hate when I have like every length in a wig like the same, so I like to like put layers a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I am going to raise the top of this wig a little bit, and I'm going to use got to be spray for this, just a little. I usually don't like to do this. I know I've done like hair videos where I'd mentioned that I don't like to do this because I genuinely don't like to do this. I don't like to do this because it doesn't give me the natural look that I want when I want the front of my wigs raised. So basically I just do this, just pick this up a bit, try to get the, just like that. And you don't want to use too much of the got2b spray or free spray, whatever brand you're using. You don't want to use too much. Just want to raise this up a bit. Yeah. When I do that, I just calmly, because it goes high, so I push it down a bit like this. Just trying to use the mirror behind the camera to like, yeah. Yep. This looks so good. I'm actually so proud of myself for this hair. It does not look like a closure. Sis, it doesn't look like a closure. You can't tell me that it looks like a closure because it really doesn't look like a closure, okay? And a 4x4, not even a 5x5 or 6x6. I'm going to leave the link to this hair in the description box below. If I finessed it, you can definitely finesse it. So you shouldn't be scared to actually get a 4x4 closure wig, especially because of the fact that it is more up on the affordable side. It is way cheaper than getting a frontal or even a 6x6, any wig at all. If you enjoyed this video, leave me a thumbs up. I'm sure you did. I'm sure you enjoyed the video. So leave me a thumbs up. Let me know your comments in the comment section below. Follow me on Instagram, and I will definitely see you in my next one. Bye.